Oh, hello my beautiful babies! Welcome back again to my channel. And if this is your first time here, oh, hello! Hi, how's it going? My name is Joe Gomez and I am mostly a self-taught makeup artist. In this channel, we love everything that has to do with beauty and makeup. So, if you're into makeup, if you want to learn new techniques and everything that is written, all the wisdom of makeup on the book of beauty, skincare, a little bit of a hair situation, reviews, tutorials, tags, get ready with me, chatty videos, cause baby, I am a chatty one. Let me tell you that. If you enjoy that kind of content, this is gonna be the place for you to be at. If you like what you see, this gorgeous makeup over here, that honey, let me fan myself a little bit cause I'm so hot right now. So hot and so pleased about this makeup. I mean, can we appreciate this look for a second? Okay, enough. So good, right? If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. You know, it's totally free and all you have to do is just click on the red button down below and you will be subscribed to this wonderful channel where we share a lot of wisdom when it comes to beauty and makeup. Every single week you're gonna find something new, maybe one video, maybe two, maybe more. So please, babe, make sure you subscribe and also follow me on other social media platforms where you can find me as JoGomezBeauty, the one and only baby. In today's video, I'm so happy because we have a review, and you know that I love reviews. I love to try and to test new makeup, crazy stuff, or just hot items that are super trendy. And this Colourpop palette over here, the Wild Child one, I wanted it. I really wanted to play with this one, my beautiful babes, because I don't have a lot of Colourpop eyeshadows nor palettes. They're a little bit hard to get where I live. I wanted to get this one, but I'm gonna spill all of the tea and we're gonna create this gorgeous makeup over here while we talk about how hot is this palette. If you want to see how did I create this wonderful look and what I honestly think about this palette, then keep on watching. Alright my beautiful babes, so let's get to it. I'm super excited to play with this puppy, the Wild Child palette by Colourpop. This is part of a collection. You know that Colourpop usually launches a lot of collections. Week by week we have something new from Colourpop, which is super interesting to me, and they launched this one and honestly I like it a lot. I love this sort of giraffe animal print over here, the Wild Child in glossy letters. This is the box that it comes in. So once you open the box, you're gonna find this beautiful gorgeous palette over here. It has the same print with a different look. This is like more sort of like caramel brown. I love it, and the letters are in gold. This is hard plastic. When you open it, one of the things that I loved about this palette is that it comes with a mirror. Of course, it has this plastic protector. I love that. This is honestly, my beautiful babes, what I was expecting when I got my Natasha Denona plastic protector covering the eyeshadows. That, by the way, this wasn't very Natasha Denona experience to me, my beautiful babies. This is very thin and it's just like flimsy and
a little bit cheap.
Let's keep it real over here. It was really surprising to me that Colourpop protects the mirror, and the palettes themselves comes also with this foamy protector to preserve your shadows, which is very nice. And then you have your shadows over here, super gorgeous as you can see. And I wanted to have this palette because I don't have most of the shades that are here. I mean, I do have neutrals and browns and metallics and shimmers and glitters, all of that, but this shade in particular, I find it super special, and this is her to get. Okay, I love this one. Really wanted to have this palette, not only because this shade, so you can see this is a super dark brown. Maybe it's not translating as dark on screen, but trust me, it's super dark. Now let's move on to the swatch party. It's gonna be quick, it's gonna be fast. Only 9 shadows to play with. I'm gonna use this hand. I'm gonna start from the back of my hand here all the way to whatever space we need to use. Okay, and the first one is gonna be this one. This is hashtag Spotted. This is the lightest shade. It's creamy, and this is whoa.
Oh my god, this is really pigmented.
With Colourpop swatches, you don't really need to go 2 times. This is Fierce, a beautiful metallic. I love this one. That's Mikey, in case you were wondering where he was at. There he is.
I'm going.
We're gonna move on to the third one, and this is Ground Crew. Whoa, I mean, seriously, Colourpop, so gorgeous. Now we're gonna continue with Close Up. This is another metallic. This one feels not as reflective as Fierce, but either way feels gorgeous. I'm gonna go the other way. Can you see this pigmentation, baby? This is so chocolatey, so warm and beautiful, neutral. I love this fantasy. What looks like a pressed glitter. It is a pressed glitter, and this is Lashes. Beautiful, reflective, intense. It has a base. It has a very similar base to this one, but then you have all of this green, yellow, gold, orange, like particle reflex. Let me clean my fingers so we can move on to the next four. Then we have this very interesting shade. This is sort of like a satin, and this is Grasslands. This is a very cool shade, very interesting. Looks like a satin, but at the same time it's super reflective, glittery. It's just a very special shade. I love the way this one looks because it has all of those glitter specks over there. Then it's super pigmented. I mean, I wasn't expecting any less from Colourpop. Then we're gonna move on to Hard to Get, a more intense chocolate brown. So good. Take a look at that. This is only one swatch, okay? Only one swipe, and I still have a little bit of pigment on my fingertips. Now we're gonna move to Icon. This is similar to Close Up, more like a shimmer, sort of like shimmery metallic. There we have it. I'm so sorry. They are a little bit torn, but I think you can appreciate the colors. And the last one, this one was the one that I was the most interested about trying, my beautiful babes. This is Feisty, and we're gonna move on here. Whoa, oh my god, this is super intense. As you can see, this one is the darkest one, and this one is the lightest one. You can achieve a lot of depth and a lot of different looks. This is a little bit monochromatic. I would have wanted to see something a little bit a beigey tone to work with in case you want to do something like very 70s, a cut crease, a complete matte look. We'll also use it to highlight your brow bone, but I mean, it's okay. It works beautiful. These are the swatches, so what do you think? Let me go, clean my hand, and I'll come back to start playing with this beautiful Colourpop Wild Child palette. So now we're nice and close, and it's time to start with the application. As you can see, today we have something a little bit different because I want to do something a little bit different. Very dramatic, very intense. I have my tapes on, but I wanted to leave a little bit of space. This is less than 1 millimeter so that we can connect all of the darkness and the depth that I'm gonna apply here with that shade Feisty to connect it underneath, and we have this very nice gradient. It's gonna be a super bold look, or at least this is what I'm envisioning. I hope it turns out. I think it will. And I'm gonna start with this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe, and this is the JH32. It's a little bit stained. I think I need to get new brushes, my babes, very soon. And I'm gonna start with the lightest one. So we're gonna move on with Spotted. I'm gonna be working on one eye only so that we can progress and just move on. I usually never remove the plastic protector from my palettes, but let's start doing it, right? Let's just peel it off together. So satisfying. We have a new brand mirror. Take a look at my vanity. All of the craziness you don't get to see. This is like the behind the cameras. Crazy. I know, right? This mirror is very good quality. And for primer today, my beautiful babes, I use this one. This is the Veil from Hourglass. I like to use that one for Colourpop's eyeshadows. It works well. So let's just go to it. And I'm gonna start depositing this shadow over here. I'm gonna be cutting my crease anyway, so just gonna be applying it. A full cut crease. This is a little bit less pigmented than what I thought it was gonna be, to tell you the truth. Is it showing up? Barely. You can of course, as usual and always, build up the intensity. I want to create this very nice hue of this pigment over here. Then we're gonna be moving with the most intense one, but I wanted to have this one first. Don't ask me why.
I have these crazy thoughts, you know.
Now I think we need to move with the darkest one. It's not gonna be the darkest one, but it's gonna be close to the darkest one, and it's gonna be this one, Here to Get. I love the names. They're so iconic and super funny from Colourpop. This one, this is by Oriflame Sweden. There we go. This brush over here, and I'm gonna be grabbing this shade, Here to Get. Is the second darkest one, and it's dark. I'm gonna be starting applying this shade, defining my crease a little bit more, just all the way. So this is gonna be sort of like the darkest one, but I still want to show through. Sort of like stamping the product. As you can see, it is there. And don't worry if you stain your lid, because we're gonna be cleaning all of this up. I'm honestly in love with Colourpop's eyeshadows. Recently I was having a conversation with my niece, and she asked me, and she said, Joe, if you could get into a lot of different brands PR, which ones would be the ones that you would
Die.
to get into? And I mentioned that Colourpop would be definitely one of them, because the quality of their products is just super bomb, my beautiful babes. I would have endless content to work with, you know? They have so many collections and launches, like on the regular basis. That is just a little bit crazy to me. I'm loving that. It looks super gorgeous. And now we're gonna be going with this JH number 40. This is by Jaclyn Hill. And I'm gonna be grabbing this shade over here. This is gonna be Ground Crew. This one is in the middle of these two shades. I use that one to blend the edges on this one. They're powdery, but they're super pigmented, and that's just what I love, honey. It's doing exactly what I wanted to do, which is blending these two colors. I love the way that the shadows blend. It's so easy, it's so fast. Remember, we're only using it to blend the edges, because we're gonna be cutting the crease either way. This looks like very complicated. At the end, it's gonna look like super like, oh my god, what did she do to achieve that result? But trust me, the result is super easy. You don't have to go ham, like really harsh. You have to be gentle, just touch the shadows and just go over the edges. You will see that that'll give you a very nice seamless result. So yeah, my beautiful babes, Colourpop would definitely be one of those brands that I would love to get my hands on. A lot of different products. Like I've told you before, sometimes here in Mexico it's a little bit hard to get a lot of brands and products, cause you know, it's a little bit hard to get, but nothing impossible, nothing that cannot be solved. So I just hope that one day maybe one of those brands can consider me to receive PR. I mean, I would die. Now I'm gonna go with a clean brush, grabbing, this is the JH number 50, Jaclyn Hill X Morphe, and I'm gonna go with this shadow over here, hashtag spotted. We're gonna grab a little bit of that one, tap up the excess, and just go one more time on the edges of everything. I didn't finish my eyebrows because I knew that I was going to be applying a lot of pigment and shadows, so I didn't want to stain them. Couldn't be happier. Really touching. The key to this one is really take your time when it comes to blending. What I want to do now is take a clean swab. This is nothing but a swab, and a little bit of makeup remover. I love to use this one by Neutrogena. This is the oil-free eye makeup remover. My all-time favorite, my babies. I get this from Costco, and I just get like industrial amounts of this one because I use it a ton. So I'm gonna be cleaning here, not too much because I want to have space for the other shadows. I want to be extra today. I don't know, I'm in the mood. We're gonna wait like a few minutes for this to dry. You can go with the other side, the clean one. There we go. The crease is cut. To cut it, I'm gonna be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow base. I love this one because it's super pigmented. And my trusty Oriflame Sweden. I'm gonna be applying a little bit here, a dot. I'm gonna hit it, girl. Just grab it and just go and fill it in. So far so good. Alright, we have the cut crease. Maybe we need to detail just a little bit. I'm gonna be applying all of those shimmer shades, as many as I can, to create this sort of like holographic effect, like from lighter to darkest. How do we feel? Looks good, isn't it? I have to let this dry for a minute, and then we're gonna come back to apply all of our beautiful shimmers and metallics. Okay, so let's just wait for a few minutes. So now my cut crease is fully dry. We can move on to apply the shimmers and the metallics. The first one that I'm gonna go with is this one. This is Fierce. This is the lightest one and looks like a very nice and interesting shade. We're gonna go with this brush, the JH40. Jaclyn Hill X Morphe one more time. I know that most of my brushes are from that collection, but honey, those are the ones that I have, and those are the ones that we have to work with. And these are good. I mean, I love them because I've been able to create so many wonderful, fantastic looks. Trust me, I'm not worried about powder or anything because as you can see, this face of mine, baby, this is a bare face. I'm gonna be applying this one on my inner corner. This is just what I was expecting and a little bit more. So if you choose to work on your face first and then your eyeshadows, my recommendation, my beautiful baby, is that you apply a little bit of powder underneath.
Like a lot of powder, let's be honest.
So you can secure that area, and all of the fallout you might be getting, powder is gonna catch it for you, so it's gonna be easier to work. So pretty, isn't it? I'm gonna be using the other side of the brush to apply the next shade, and this is gonna be close up. This one over here, this is sort of like in the middle. When it comes to intensity, that's the one that follows very soon. My beautiful babies, stay tuned because I'm about to give you my summer empties. You know that I love those videos. I love to show you what I've been loving, what I've been using, because I honestly and genuinely use those products, and I just cannot wait to do the summer edition. My brush is packed. Let's go. So beautiful, isn't it? I'm gonna be using just like a little bit more over here. I don't worry too much if this is gonna be super precise or not, my beautiful peeps, because I'm gonna be applying glitter either way, but only on the center of the lid. Now we're gonna be moving with the last shimmer, sort of like, this is a shimmer, not so much of a metallic. It doesn't feel like very sparkly or just like reflective. I'm gonna be using the same side of the brush. This is the shade Icon. Let's just grab it, apply that one next to.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Then on the last part, the wing, I'm gonna be applying Feisty. This one over here. This is the Jaclyn Hill. I know by this time it's like a joke, right?
Jaclyn Hill, and all my brushes, my face brushes are either Jaclyn Hill
or It Cosmetics or Sephora collection, but those are good brushes. This one over here. This is very nice to pack pigment, and I'm gonna be going with Feisty. So I want to have it super dark over here. This is almost a black eyeshadow, but it's not a black eyeshadow. When you apply it, you can definitely see that this one is not black by any means. Right now, because I don't have any makeup on, it looks so crazy. It looks like makeup is a process, baby. It's gonna look weird before it looks dope or amazing. I want to help myself with a little bit of a pencil brush. This one, Jaclyn Hill X Morphe, back again.
Yay, why not?
I'm gonna start merging those two shades. If you wanted to, you can leave it like this and it's gonna look gorgeous. I mean, not like this, like this. You don't have to apply the glitter if you don't feel like. I do feel like, baby, and I also want to apply a liner that's really going to define the crease, a glitter one. Now I want to move on to this pressed glitter, and I want to use a little bit of my glitter glue by ABH. Let me just find it. this one. This is a glitter glue by ABH. This one is probably my favorite out of all of the ones that I've tried. I've tried the one from NYX one time, and that one is good as well. I'm gonna be applying with this brush, this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe JH41, damping my brush with a little bit of this glitter with the applicator. I mean, I could be going just straight with the applicator, but I don't want to do that because sometimes it gets like super messy. I'm coating my brush, and I'm gonna be going on the center of my lid, only on the center, and I'm gonna be grabbing the glitter, making sure that this glitter is really going to stay here.
Forever and ever.
Sometimes glitter is a little bit tricky for the camera to really pick it up, and of course, like I expected, I'm having a crazy amount of fallout. I wasn't expecting any less. A little bit more over here. This glitter is a little bit dark, to say the least. I don't know how to describe it best. Feels a little bit darker. I mean, it's not like your typical gold. So that's why I want to go over with a gold eyeliner. This is by the brand Saniye, a Mexican brand. Super affordable. Let's just hit it, girl. Let me go work on my other eye, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my face done, but we're gonna finish together the lower lash line before the final reveal. I'm back. As you can see, the other eye is done. Most of my face is done, but we still need to finish this lower lash line. So let's get to it, and let's just hit it, girl. And I'm gonna start with this spotted shade. Again, I wanna have some sort of like a transition shade. I wanna apply this one. Girl. Before we move forward, I think we need to secure my under eye area a little bit. So I'm gonna go with my trusty Airspun. This one. Okay, underneath my eye. So I wanna make sure that I'm not gonna have any fallout. I spend so much time doing my makeup that I would just feel
Devastated.
if anything ruins it. So no, very lightly pressing this powder underneath. Let's hit this under eye area. I'm gonna be applying this shadow over here. Okay, very warm color, as close to my lower lash line as possible. So I'm gonna be grabbing again that pencil brush that I used earlier, this one from Jaclyn Hill, and I'm gonna be hitting the darkest shade, and this is gonna be Feisty over here. Tap off the excess and just connect all of these really deep areas that I have until it sort of fades. Very intense brown. I didn't have anything like this on my collection. The closest shadow that I can have would be black. I'm only applying it on the outer third of my eye. I don't want to go super nuts and crazy. This is already coming together just the way that I wanted to. We're gonna be using this one, the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe, this mini blender brush over here. Here to get one, this one over here, so we can continue this very nice gradient. I love my warms, my neutrals, my browns. I think that these are gorgeous shades that you can do just very creative and innovating stuff. And I wanted to show you the versatility that you can have with a palette like this. So this is just gorgeous. And I'm gonna go with Brown Crew, this one over here. This is like the very nice terracotta shade. And I'm gonna start connecting my inner corner with this one. So we're gonna grab the same brush that we used before, hitting Fierce and applying only on the inner third. And I'm just gonna be blending right below to have a more smoked effect, super blown out. Lower lash line mascara. Let me apply that very quickly. For lashes, I'm gonna go, my beautiful babes, with this brand over here. This is the French Lash Light Soft Natural 100% human hair.
Human hair.
Okay, interesting. This is a Mexican lash brand, and I love these lashes. I love these lashes so much. These are so wispy, so glam. These are gonna be the perfect complement for this beautiful makeup look. Let me just take a look of how this is going to look with the lashes on. Oh yeah, baby. Oh baby, these are the lashes. So this step, my beautiful babes, since I have to wait for the lash glue to dry down and all of those crazy things, I'm gonna do it off camera, but then I'm gonna come back for the final reveal. Baby, you do not want to miss that. I'll be back in a second. Oof, babies, I need a little bit of air because this look, everything about this, for me personally, my personal opinion is just perfection. My look, my jewelry, my top with this golden detail on the sleeve, oof, is everything. Then my necklaces, you know that I love gold. I wish I could be dripped in gold every single day, honey. Unfortunately, a bitch is broke, so that's gonna be a little bit impossible for now, but we can always have fantasy jewelry, right? And a lot of makeup and glitter to play with and just feel fantastic. I need to read and I need to hear your opinions here on IG, on TikTok, everywhere, because this look, honey, I'm gonna be putting it everywhere. I need to give you my final impressions and my final thoughts about the new, well, the not so new, the newish, you know that Colourpop brings makeup and collections just like this, honey. This is a gem. I did have my browns and a lot of warm tones and a lot of warmer shades, neutrals, but this one is the perfect adding to your collection, especially for this shades over here. This row, this one, feisty, perfection, and then fierce is comparable to Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath. Trust me, it's just so beautiful. From this 9 shadows, my beautiful babes, I managed to use 8. When I tell you that I did put into the test this beautiful gem over here, honey, I committed. It didn't take me a lot of time to blend these eyeshadows. It was just super easy to work with them. They're so blendable. I've talked about Colourpop's formula before. I have a video trying Colourpop for the first time with the iconic Sweet Talk palette. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. I mean, then glitter on top of glitter. Honey, with glitter, you can never go wrong. It's never too much glitter. And I'm living and I'm vibing and I'm super happy and satisfied with the result of this gorgeous, gorgeous makeup. One for the books, one to be remembered, baby, because I'm just feeling the fantasy. It's time to wrap things up and this video here, my beautiful babies. If you liked it, if you enjoyed the makeup, the tutorial, if you learned a tip, a trick, something new that you can replicate in your own beauty routine, I'm gonna feel more than happy to have accomplished my mission. Like I always tell you, my mission is always to empower you to improve your beauty routine and just to step into the adventure and just do something new, different, colorful, daring, sexy, and you can be that girl, you can be the boy, you can be that person that can really rock it. Like this video, subscribe if you have not yet done so, activate the notifications bell so every single time that I will be uploading a new video, honey, you will be the lucky one to know first. And trust me, that happens very often, at least once a week. So don't forget to leave those comments. And finally, my beautiful baby over there, do not forget that you and I have a date very, very soon. Tight hugs and kisses for all of you out there, and see you on the next one. Bye! With Colourpop everything. We want everything. And this is it. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. You gotta push through. So many cream products. Alrighty. This is definitely the place for you to be at. Yeah, like see, the most random things always happen when we teach you, and I'm first things first, or first thing first. First things first. And I almost dropped the palette. First thing.
I have so many bloopers for this video.
Love you so much. And I'm gonna be putting, I don't setting spray on that bottle.
Like, what happened?
My camera's about to overheat. No! No, I have to work fast.
Babes, there's a fly in my room. Ew!
Freaking fly, get away. Mike is trying to hunt the little fly over there. That's so funny.
That's a wrap. Yes. Cheers to that. No, with my lipstick on. No. Bye.